Welcome back. Times are tough for a lot of Canadians with inflation rising, interest rates, and a potential recession on all of our minds.
Yeah, but our next guest says that there is money to be made in the secondhand market, and she's here with some tips to help us get us started. Please welcome back to the show financial commentator Pattie Lovett-Reid.
Thank you. Good to see you.
All right. Pattie, we got a lot of questions for you, so we're going to blow through those very, very quickly. Right now, how are Canadians doing with our finances?
You know, somebody just answered from the audience, and you know what, you're bang on. You know what, there are a lot of Canadians really struggling. We still have high inflation. Interest rates have been going higher 10 times since March 2022. And, you know, people are really finding it difficult. According to FP Canada, by the way, 1 out of 2, about 48% of those they surveyed, are having trouble sleeping because they're worried about their money.
Yeah.
Okay, so obviously having some extra money in our pockets can certainly help ease that situation, but can buying and selling our stuff actually really help and make an impact?
Okay, so it may not make a huge impact, but I'm a big fan of every little bit helps. And so according to a report by PayPal, 31% of Canadians have sold things in the secondhand market. 3/4 of those that they surveyed said they're thinking about it. And it's things that people have around their houses that they simply never ever use anymore, gently use. And by the way, going out and buying designer duds, that is no longer in vogue. People are I love this audience.
Yes.
Smart. This is a great audience. Smart. Very financially savvy.
Yes. I'm actually mentally going through my closet thinking about all the things that I have that I
Can I have yours? I'll buy from you.
Oh, if I can go to your closet, you can come to mine, Pattie. We will swap that. We will talk about that after the show.
Next topic.
Absolutely. All right, so can you share some strategies on how we can get the best investment on the things that we sell?
Okay, so you know, you have to really think about what it is you want to sell. Brands tend to do better. I can tell you that. When you package it, when you treat it like a small business, you know, you can go on sites such as Amazon, Facebook Marketplace, Kijiji, Etsy, Poshmark, I mean, the list goes on. 24/7, they're trusted. You're gonna pay a fee, but sometimes that's the cost of doing business.
Okay, so let's get to the items because I actually have a little Poshmark store. I'll tell you about that later.
Oh.
And it's clothing. It's clothing that I'm selling.
I know.
So let's start there. So what are some of the ways that we can actually save money buying secondhand online?
Okay, so we can go back to brands because brands tend to do better if they're gently used. I would also suggest that when people look in their own closet, before you get carried away, think about shopping your own closet. Mix and match. You know, clothing swaps. Andrea, girl.
Oh, listen, I'm in your house as soon as the show is over.
Okay, but clothing swaps, you know, rentals. The point is, if you do it in a savvy way and you treat it like a business, the average amount that people have made, about $571. That's how I am with numbers. The average amount, $571. But you know, that's a lot of money, and that can escalate depending on what you sell.
So apparently secondhand cars, that's a huge market, but it was tough to get your hands on recently.
Yes.
So is that still the case? And can you, does it mean you can make more money if you're thinking of selling your car because it's less available?
You know, when you think about selling a car, that's big money, and particularly if it's gently used. It used to be the barometer in the U.S. to say inflation's out of control because these prices continue to go higher. Supply and demand were out of whack. So, yes, you can sell in Auto Trader. You could put a sign in the window. You can go online. You know, you want to be cautious here. You know, you want to make sure that, for example, the speedometer is the same when you looked at it than when you get it. How are the tires? Get 2 sets of keys, because if you only get one, has this car been repossessed? You want to make sure you know the source. But can you know, some people simply trade cars or get rid of something because they don't want it anymore. And it could be a great buy.
Yeah, that's some great advice. I actually just last year bought a secondhand car, and it was a much smarter thing. Every single expert said, buy a secondhand car. It's a much smarter.
Do you know what? When you buy a new car off the lot, I mean, I know we're not talking about this, but I have done some research, and it's 15 to 20% of the value of what you paid each year.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it can make all kinds of sense. Put some money in your pocket.
That's what I like to do,
My mom
Pattie.
says, get your biggest bang for your buck.
I like to put money in my pocket and shop in your closet. All right. So What other items should people think about buying or selling secondhand?
Okay, so it's back to school. You can certainly do that sort of thing. But I would also say as we get closer to the holiday season, I have like a whole list here. I mean, I'm thinking TVs, consoles, jewelry. I have a couple of bikes that aren't used, sporting goods. Lego, think about Lego. It is expensive and people are buying and selling. I have a friend who furnished her entire cottage in the secondhand market, not because she had to, but because she wanted to. Sustainability, renew, reuse, and it's just good. It feels good.
It really, really is. Okay, I was just thinking toys.
Can I have your shoes? I'll swap your shoes if you're gonna.
Yet. Well, we'll talk.
Not yet, not quite yet. Okay.
I was just saying, as parents, you know, our kids are Generation Alpha, and Generation Alpha means they have the most material possessions out of any generation before them. And I am drowning in toys, so I'm going to go online and just sell all those darn dolls. I'm done with them. Okay, so we've had an interest rate announcement today.
Yes.
So Bank of Canada held interest rates. They did not go up today.
Correct.
But so great.
Can we clap for that?
I like to take credit for that. You're welcome.
You know, but we know your history and you are plugged in. Where are interest rates going and what do we think is going to happen financially in our economy?
Okay, so it takes a while for all the interest rate hikes that the Bank of Canada has done to get to where it needs to be in terms of the economy, and that's slowing things down. The next announcement is on October 25th. Between now and then, 2 inflation reports. We also get an employment report on Friday. There'll be another one. And I think they're going to be data dependent. If I'm a betting person, I think we could peak at 5.25%. So we need to plan for that. You need to know your numbers. But then things will start to plateau. We have been through economic downturns before, and then we can start to build again.
Pattie, yeah, thanks for that. We always love having you here and your insights. Thank you.
I like this audience.
Hey there, what did you think? Drop your comments below and join the conversation. And don't forget to like and subscribe so you can find more on everything from food and fashion to pop culture and current events. See you soon.